County 1,300 only. Thank you. These are spices and herbs, medicinal.
Kabla nisome speech ya Mheshimiwa Governor wetu Paul Simba Arati, kwanza tunasema kwamba hakungeweza kuwa pamoja nasi, kwa hivyo kwa sababu ya kikazi ikawa lazima afanye mambo mengine kwa sababu ilikuwa ni muhimu. Ndio sasa akaniambia nikuje nimwakilishe katika maonyesho haya ya kilimo. Kabla nisome speech yake ni kusema kwamba tumetembea na nyinyi katika safari hii kwa niaba ya Mheshimiwa Governor, na tumefurahi kwamba maonyesho haya yamekuwa ya kufana sana. Ni furaha yetu kubwa kama serikali kwamba maonyesho haya yanaweza kuwa siku zote yanawiri namna hii, ndio yaweze kufaidisha watu wetu wa eneo hili na haswa watu wa kaunti hii ya Kisii. Baada hapo basi, allow me with the due respect to read the speech of His Excellency the Governor, Paul Simba Arati. The County Secretary present, Bwana Ernest Osoro, representative of the County Commissioner, Bwana Joseph Kibet, wakilishi of members of parliament, advisors wale wako hapa, members of the County Executive Committee present, the National Chairman, Agricultural Society of Kenya, Agricultural Society of Kenya Council members, the Chair, ASK South Kenya Branch, Bwana Kefa Unduso, and distinguished guests. I am delighted to join you during this auspicious occasion of the 2025 Agricultural Society of Kenya, South Kenya Branch here in Kisii. First, I would like to extol the management of the ASK for their hard work and commitment that has seen them organize a successful exhibition in Kisii over the years. Ladies and gentlemen, the ASK show has been a huge success since it was first held in 1965 as a Harambee show before it was upgraded to ASK status in 1979. Stakeholders from Kisii, Nyamira, Homa Bay, Bomet, Kericho, and Narok counties over the years have participated and contributed immensely towards the success of the Kisii ASK show. Ladies and gentlemen, I am impressed by the quality of exhibition and participation in this year's fair that has attracted over 120 local and regional exhibitors. We appreciate your commitment and innovation. As a county, this is an important day in our calendar as it grants us a unique opportunity to showcase latest climate-smart innovations and technology in agriculture. Additionally, these exhibitions allow players in various value chains to interact, share experiences, and foster linkages that are useful to the region's farming and business community. Ladies and gentlemen, even as we celebrate the climate smart and the new technology developed in agriculture, we must remember that our farmers face a number of challenges such as changing weather patterns, high prices of inputs, and lack of capital to finance their activities. The more reason we must promote climate-smart agriculture and trade initiatives for sustainable economic growth. As a county, we realize that agriculture remains the key driver for economic growth. With this in mind, we have crafted strategies aimed at enhancing agricultural production with focus on agribusiness and agro-processing. Ladies and gentlemen, in its commitment in supporting the agriculture sector, my government last year employed more agriculture extension officers This is meant to enhance service delivery to farmers and upscale the agripreneur model initiated through NAV CDP. Moreover, my government acquired 26 motorbikes to revamp extension at the ward level. On farm inputs, the county government last year supplied farmers with grafted avocados, coffee seedlings, banana suckers, fingerlings, and sweet potato vines. There is also continuous vaccination of livestock, especially against zoonotic diseases. My government is very keen on supporting farmer groups, and to this end, through NAV CDP, 6 SACCOs have been supported to the tune of Kenya shillings 3 million, which is a matching grant, which part of the matching grants. This money will be used to give cheap loans to farmer producers groups to our production, value addition, and marketing. To address the issues on value addition and marketing of milk, we have developed a business plan, and we are in the process of constructing a milk processing plant at the Kisii ATC. This will indeed trigger increased milk production in the county, resulting in higher income for our farmers and creating jobs, especially for the youth. Animal health and food safety is of great importance to us. My government, through the Agricultural Development, the Agriculture Department, in this years alone, has organized and performed vaccination campaigns covering all the 45 wards in the county. A total of 26,000 livestock were vaccinated. Last year, Kisii Veterinary Laboratory was renovated and equipped by my government to give its contribution towards animal disease diagnostics and control. The laboratory is running, and I encourage the farming communities to make use of the facility for diagnosis, prevention, and control of animal diseases. Recently, I assented to the Kisii County Right to Food policy, and I am aware that the Kisii ATC legal notice has been developed and is ready to be discussed in the County Assembly. The legal notice will give Kisii ATC semi-autonomous mandate, which will boost its business operations and raise revenues. My administration embarked on a strategy to revive our pyrethrum subsector. To this end, we are in partnership with petroleum processing company Ketagra, who have entered into contract with farmers who are about 400, besides establishing 170 pyrethrum nurseries. The farmers are paid Kenya shillings 700 per kilogram of their deliveries. We have also issued 4,000 coffee seedlings to farmers in Majoge Basi ward. Ladies and gentlemen, it's worthwhile noting that many farmers have been affected by the climate change effects. This has been manifested through rampant landslides and flooding, resulting in massive crop loss. However, the concerted efforts of our agricultural officers and other stakeholders has ensured that we are able to mitigate the impact, where 45,000 farmers were reached through over 125 barazas and 130 on-site trainings and demonstrations. In fact, I am happy to report that this year we are going to realize very good maize yields thanks to the stakeholders you are seeing here today. I would like to commend our farmers for embracing crop insurance through the National Agricultural Insurance Program. The farmers insure their maize against crop loss occasioned by their drought, by either drought, diseases, and pests such as fall armyworm, as a measure to mitigate the effects of climate change. As we approach the harvesting season, I would like to call upon the farmers to avoid selling their green maize and instead address the issue of post-harvest management by storing the maize after drying them thoroughly in the hermetic bags that are available. ladies and gentlemen, the county government is collaborating with our partners and collaborators at both county, international, and national levels in enhancing productivity, value addition, and marketing. Some of these partners are North Carolina State University, financing locally led climate action program, FLOCA, BioVision, Boca Eats, AvoFresh, Kisii University, Caldro Kisii, Gusii Union, Kenya Animal Genetic Resource Center, Agricultural Development Corporation, Kenya Veterinary Animal Production Institute, KEVAPI, Kenya Fisheries Research and Institute, among others. All these stakeholders have been collaborating with my government to achieve its mandate in fostering development in agriculture, in the agriculture sector. For instance, early this year, BioVision trained all the agriculture extension officers on how to make bokashi fertilizer, and I am happy to report that most farmers in all the wards have been trained on the same and are now making and using this natural fertilizer that not only improves the crop yields, but also restores our soils. Another stakeholder, North Carolina State University, we are able to install solar-powered cold rooms at Magena Market to help our farmers engaged in local vegetable production in that area. I am informed that the students from the university have come up with an innovation of making local vegetable bar, which is now being sold in supermarkets in the USA. More recently, last week that is, the Department of Agriculture, in collaboration with FLOCA, were able to train all the extension officers on rapid soil testing and liming. I am informed that right now, the process of rapid soil testing and liming is ongoing and in all the wards. Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to report that our contribution to reducing the effects of climate change, we have institutionalized the garbage management in the CBD and its environs. A private firm has been contracted to manage the process, and now the farmer can dump site at Nyambera, which is a recreation, and now the farmers cannot dump at Nyambera, which is now a recreational site. The garbage is being sorted out at source into biodegradable and non-degradable refuse. Moreover, on matters safety and environmental conservation, my government, through the Department of Agriculture, has installed an incinerator at the Kisii Veterinary Laboratory at a cost of Kenya shillings 10 million. Tea farming, ladies and gentlemen, remains a key income earner for the region. However, our farmers continue to receive low bonuses compared to farmers in other regions. To this end, my government is exploring ways to address this challenge. I am informed that the coffee farmers earned over 100 million Kenya shillings from the crop in the last financial year, from about 1.2 million kilograms of clean coffee. The county, through NAFCDP, has embarked on a program to modernize all the 61 coffee factories, which include installation of eco-pullers, solar dryers, digital weighing balances, metallic drying beds, refurbishing fermentation tanks, security system, refurbishing of storage facilities, procurement of moisture meters, installation of security cameras, and tiling of fermentation tanks. We have started with the Mogonga Farmers Cooperative Society, who have already received Kenya shillings 8.4 million to undertake the interventions outlined above. The collective approach, ladies and gentlemen, is poised to ameliorate agro-processing, branding, and marketing in the coffee sector, once touted as the black gold. The cooperative movement, ladies and gentlemen, in the county has continued to grow, recording remarkable economic growth. Membership has grown over 420,000, share capital of about Kenya shillings 2 billion, and a turnover of about Kenya shillings 10 billion. To sustain growth and achieve development in the agricultural sector, I encourage farmers to form commodity marketing groups and cooperatives in order to enhance their access to inputs and finance. This will give them more bargaining power and higher returns in agricultural enterprise investments. To ensure this is achieved, my government has partnered with the World Bank through the NAFCDP, which is availing financial support to farmers through the SACCOs. Furthermore, another World Bank project, Aquaculture Business Development Program, supports investment focused on strengthening the capacity of smallholder fish farmers to increase production and improve productivity, as well as to create opportunities for non-fish farming sector interested to develop micro-enterprise along the aquaculture value chain. Last year alone, 754 ponds were stocked with 1,000 fingerlings each. Through ABDP, fish farmers have been organized into small aquaculture groups, the SAGs, comprising of 25 to 30 farmers. The strategy has promoted extension services through group farming. Ladies and gentlemen, let me acknowledge the following financial institutions, amongst others, that have over credit to agricultural enterprises development in this region. They include AFC, Cooperative Bank, Family Bank, Equity Bank, Busi Rural Sacco, KREP, and ADRA Kenya. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, the Kisii County government endeavors to address the challenges facing farmers. However, the concerted involvement by all the stakeholders, including the farmers, community leaders, the business community, Kisii professionals, and my government is required in order to have a long-term impact on food security. Finally, I wish to commend the efforts of the branch chairman and the entire committee for ensuring the success of this show. I appreciate the dedication and commitment of the entire team to host this valuable event. I also thank farmers, exhibitors, industrialists from all this region for their support. May I thank the show goers for attending in large numbers, especially the youth who are the future farmers of our great county, Kisii. It is now my pleasure to declare the 2025 South Kenya Agricultural Society Show, Kisii branch, officially open. Thank you and God bless you. Sitaki kuongeza chochote, I wish to leave it there, but above all, thank you for this great extravaganza you have shown in this arena of Kisii County.